35 Cedar Road, Wilton, Connecticut. Head back. I'm going to show you the aspect ratio of the home. There's the house, and it's wrapped around by roads here, and it wraps around to the other side of the house going down that way. I'll give you a pan view. It's a light suburban, heavy rural. It's a main four-way intersection here. Not a main, but a moderately main. Cars coming. Although traffic is light because we're in the middle of a shelter-in-place order for COVID-19. I'm here because it's a vacant house. So it's got fencing around the area to produce some privacy with the street in front. So let's head through here. So this is the front of the house here. It's a antique home built in the 1700s, or sorry, 1850. When I went inside, it felt like a 1700 because the ceilings are so low. So it's exteriorly, it's in average condition. Nice stonework here, blue stone. Porch. It's faded, but well maintained. I'm going to give you a full walk around in the house here. It's a wood clapboard. Window boxes are a little rotted. Windows are, it looks like the windows are original or may have been replaced in the mid-1900s or early 1900s. I can't really tell. You have a full addition off the left and rear of the property. So they added this section on to the original home. The original home was small with very low ceilings. And this is the addition here. They added a 2-car garage and a deck. I'm going to pan around. Backyard, nice driveway, decent condition. And here's the backyard here. And there you are. So we'll head on this way. There's a deck up there. It's pretty rotted out. Let me head up. I'll head up there from inside the house. Here's the back of the home. Got a nice fence that's in reasonably good condition. There's the back deck. So here you can see the original home here, and then that ended here, and then they put this addition on. So you can see the original home was pretty small. And I'll show you here. The peeling paint. Landscaping's in good condition. Here you got some more wood rot in the windows. So the windows, all the glazing. So some windows have been repaired. Some windows have all the glazing coming off. These are in decent shape. You can see the underside of the clapboard. You see all the peeling paint here, all on the underside. So the house, for this location is a more affluent area, and so anyone buying this home is going to renovate this entirely. The inside, again, you can move in. It's been updated, probably looks to be in the last 20 years, but it's still to this area and standard. Someone buying this home will renovate it. It does have a radon, and it's running and working. You see tree limbs hanging over the house. All the characters are out during this shelter in place. Okay, so again, a little bit more rot here on the porch. So we're back to the front of the house. Let's go inside. All right, so inside, again, it's got gray walls, white paint. This was on the market, so the sellers, they always, in this area, they bring the properties to basic move-in condition, bring it to the current color palette, and that's what they do, and that's what was done here, as this is literally still on the market as a short sale. So here's the living room, the formal living room to the 18th century style, exposed beams. Initially this would have been exposed wood, but you can see when they updated, they put that in between the beams, which is typical. That's to add insulation and make it more finished, cut down on dust. Wood stove, floors are reasonable condition. You can see the original beams to the house here. Okay, so this is the formal living room, and we'll go to the first. So I'll show you the room, kind of how they work. I call this a marble floor. It is a hardwood floor, but if you were to put a marble there, you'd watch it roll all the way down that way. It's a good way to describe and here is a very big drop off, which is typical to this age of home. This drop off here, from here to here, is about 2 inches in a 2-foot section, about 1 inch per foot. So you have a little tiny room here. It's like a little library sitting room off the formal small living room. Okay, so now before we go into the kitchen, I'm gonna take a right. So this is like a little master kind of suite area. So you have a bathroom here. It's in good condition. Basically move in clean, unless someone wanted to bring it to modern, a modern taste, but it's pretty ready, a little bit of paint, and everything looks functional. And then we have our first little tiny bedroom, and again you have all the original barn plank doors with the hammered hardware. Here is original to the home. And again, you have all these wood windows. You can see where the paint job wasn't done very well. It dripped. So when they got this ready for sale, and you can see the wells in here, a little rot. So someone buying this home in this area is going to be looking to replace these windows with a to the period window. Okay, let's head to the kitchen. So they did, so the cabinets are not I don't want to say original to the house. They're definitely not original, but it looks like they're 1930s. They gave them a facelift. They put in some custom doors. The quality is really not there. You can see old wood, but you got updated stainless steel appliances. Wide plank floor. These wide planks look to be put in like somewhere around the 70s. These are not original wide planks. And you have a wood plank countertop, butcher block, farmer sink. And let's go into the addition. Double ovens, which is very nice. And let's head over to the addition family room. It's a nice room, vaulted ceiling. Feels like 70s. I'd have to look at the records, but this looks like it was probably done in the 70s or the 80s. Floors are tired, but refinished wood. most homes in the area have this room. So any older homes that were small and wouldn't allow for a vaulted ceiling family room, most people in the area put them in. Again, this is an affluent area, and so people just wanted this room, and they would create them on the houses. Here's a formal dining area. And again, they did a nice job on this room by putting in the built-in. That's not original, but in keeping with the styling of the home. Nice light. Then we have this little room off the side here. Not sure what you would call this. Maybe I guess you could use it as a small bedroom off the dining room. And then let's head on out to the deck. Or you could use this as a where you put a buffet table with something to eat, or some hot plates, some food, where you're entertaining from off the deck. Now this deck is pretty well rotted out. It's a good sized deck, but you can see all the floorboards. It's really not a safe deck to be on. As I'm walking, you hear all the creaking and crunching. And then I'm going to show you what's happening. So here you'll see my foot. That's gone. This whole board here. So what I'm going to do is put in the listing that the deck is not safe to walk on. Do not walk on the deck. Or else, because we're going to have to really make this safe, we'd have to replace all the boards. And again, let me show you a little peeling paint here. See? Okay. So besides that family room, what you have in this home is, antique house, small rooms, except for the family room. Everything. So this is where the normal height ceilings are. You have the vault, and then a normal height 8-foot ceiling. 8-foot ceiling here. But then the rest of the house, you're dropping down to about 6.5, 7. See, my hand's right here. I'm 5'9", so it's about 6.5-foot ceilings here. 7 foot maybe. No, not 7 feet. Okay. Where are we? Let's head upstairs. So you have this real tiny little stairwell curving up into one bedroom with I would call this the nursery, or again, library. Now here's the original wide plank floors to the home. And here you got, it's not boxed in, you have hot air ducts. And we'll head into the upstairs master. So you have half wide plank, half carpet. Exposed beams. So again, someone buying this home is going to want to renovate this house, although it is move-in condition. Okay. We'll head on into the master suite bath. Again, you have an old wooden cabinet here, but it's in reasonable shape. And tiled shower here. Toilet. Okay. So now let's head to the basement. There's a couple issues in the basement, and again, these ceilings, these are even lower. I'm 5'9". I got 6 inches. I got 6'2" ceilings here. So this was built when people really weren't much taller than 5'6". I'll show you There you go. And my arm is half extended, not full, like half. Okay? So this house appeals to a certain buyer. A short buyer that likes old houses. Okay, let's head down to the basement. We got some light. Furnace is running and working here. The electrical, kind of hard to see, there's no light, but we have the radon system here. Electrical's upgraded. We do have, and I'll show in pictures, we do have old powder post beetle damage all on these beams, which is typical for this type of home. Here's the well. Safeguard has winterization stickers everywhere, but they didn't do it right. These were never removed, so the water still, this whole system's full of water. Water heater there. Okay. Now I'll head down here is the oil tank, and we have some foundation issues through the house. You can see this block work crumbling here because they broke a hole through to put the well mechanics in here, but they didn't adequately support, so you can see it's all cracking here, and you see the big hole. It's the laundry area in the basement here. Bring into the garage, you'll see some of the other foundation. So you have here, so what they did when they made this foundation is they dug down and to put this garage in. What they didn't do was here's a secondary addition. So I'll give you an idea. So in here is the original foundation to the house. They broke a hole here, and then they broke a hole there, and they bumped it out a little bit here and built another wall, probably in the 50s or 60s. So here's that wall, but they never filled it underneath well. So you have all this, and what's happening is you got these little cracks going up. I'm going to follow it down so you can see they didn't fill this properly. And so you're getting some as it drops, you're getting the cracking coming down like this, because this was never filled structurally properly. You got some plumbing repairs here in the garage. So this is a fire stop. So right now this is illegal because it's not fire stopped, as they broke holes into things. So this, you can see here, you got some, can you see there? Shark bites, sorry, and cut plumbing. So this house plumbing isn't, I just realized, is not moving condition. There's some plumbing fixtures that aren't working. So I'm not sure which is working, which is not, because this is not really a conditioned space in the garage, and they put the plumbing up in there. So that's 35 Cedar Road. There, we got a broken pipe here. So we got some plumbing issues. I don't know the extent, but they do exist. So we aren't move-in condition. I thought we were. Before we go, let me show you. Got Got some daylight, see? To outside. House needs some work.